Yeah, when you're ready, on you. Okay, go on. All right, 3 nice cuts there. Now, I misspoke earlier when the pipes were mentioned. The pipes do not go with the power head, just the power head. If you'd like to purchase the pipe that matches the saw, you'll have to negotiate that with the seller. Saw the cookies there break apart a little bit. There was a little shake or a little fracture in that tree. As long as the cookies all go back together, it's a good cut. Make into the thumbs up there. We got 3 good cuts on stand 1. Now we've got Chad Wilhelm will be on stand 3. We're going to get that time from the first heat, so stand down for just a minute, Chad, while we capture that. Derek, can we get your help with the computer times? You're the only one among us that can be trusted. Yes, you went to college for a reason. Okay, did we get a time on that first one? 6.901. 6.9 seconds. That's the time to beat. Very nice run there to get us started. Now we've got Chad Wilhelm. Now the rules on these cheap saws, basically any saw you want to build, but you got to know that somebody may want to take it off of your hands for $200. So this claims race is intended to keep the entry fee low to get into these saws. Lots of pipes out here for folks using that, but to get a cheap saw, do the work yourself, keep it a cheap saw, but still perform well. All right, we got Chad coming up here. Chad, whenever you're ready. Doug Philbeck, you're on deck. Garrett Barker in the hole. I don't know if I'd want to buy that song. All right, now he's got her fired up. Doesn't start, doesn't turn off. What? That's a heck of a kill switch you got, Chad. No, he's decomp. Oh, the decomp kill. All right. We're going to grab the time for that. While we do, Doug Philbeck, you can get yourself positioned. You'll be on stand 1. And then following Doug will be Garrett Barker and then Gary Barker. Hey, Chad's time was 11.78, so that's 6.9, still the time to beat. Wait a second. I think we got it. Bandy was quick. Sorry. Matt, wait a minute. Sorry. It's all so loud. Oh, we got you. Perfect. Okay, we got Team Barker coming up next. 11.45. 11.45. Garrett Barker, then Gary Barker, and then Greg Iyer. Barely, by one frame. Mean little bumblebee. The angry elf. All right, we'll get Garrett's time, and then we're going to move on to Gary Barker. You'll be next on stand 1 over there. Give us some time to get the previous event time. 11.76 there. We've got Greg Iyer coming up after that, and then Jared Hope. You're in the hole. That was Garrett Barker. Little salt. All right, we've got Greg Iyer coming up next. Jared Hope and Joe Harkness, you're on deck. Joe Harkness on deck. .9, still the time to beat by quite a bit. Okay, Greg, you're ready. On you. .575. Up next, I believe, is Jared Hope. Jared Hope. He will be followed by Joe Harkness. He will be followed by Joey Gordon. Again, my name is Orton Coker Jr. I'm here to help Grant today. Jared, you're on stand 3. That's it. Next on stand 1 will be Joe Harkness. When you're ready, go ahead and fire it up.
You are ready. Very efficient changeovers. Up next, we have got Joe Hartness on stand 1. On stand 3, there's a scratch. Okay. So up on stand 1, Joe Hartness. On stand number 3 will be John Cox. John Cox on stand number 3. It is getting that time. .526 still to beat Bob Crum. 6.9. He's laid down the gauntlet from the very beginning. All right, Joe, you ready? We bit of red go-go juice. Out of control right there with that little red Johnson red.
Home line.
John Cox on stand number 3. He'll be followed by Matt House on stand number 1. Matt House, you're up next on stand 1. .828. That's one of our faster times. I believe John is up. All right, John.
Just waiting.
You're ready. Go ahead, Grant. Up next on stand 1 will be Matt House. On stand 3 will be Mike Badeau. I think it's pronouncing that right. Badeau. Mike Badeau on stand 3.
All right, just going to do a quick mic check on this one. It's a little hot. Little hot. Testing, 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 testing. How's that? Good? 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2, 3. Okay.
All right. Whenever you're ready, John. We weren't ready yet. Always have to give a thumbs up to the timer on these ones when we don't have starts. My apologies. I jumped the gun and rushed Mandy. All right. Just scoot the can out, just out of caution. Nate's giving us another 6-inch line. 3 cuts on these 8x8 Aspens. Very nice. Nice 3 smooth cuts from John Cox. Up next, we'll have Matt House on stand number 3.
That was Matt.
That was Matt. My
Matt.
apologies. My apologies.
Matt on 1.
Yes. And then we got Mike Badeau.
Mike Badeau.
Mike Badeau on stand 3. On stand number 1, we will have Robin Walker. Robin Walker on stand number 1.
All right, Mike, you are good to go.
Good cut, Mike.
Okay, that last time from Matt House was 7.62. So our leader, still the first run of this class, 6.901. And then in third place currently with a 7.83 is Joe Harkness.
Scott Crum, you're up on stand number 3. Robin Walker, you're up now on stand 1.
All right. I hear some pops. Another squirt. Mandy, are you ready with
That was a good cut going there. Just
That
a
was
little
a
heavy
nice-
on that third cookie.
He was on his way to win that one.
Yes, he
A little
was.
heavy on the third. It's still going to be close, I think. That's going to be close.
He's very close. Up on stand number 1, we have Smitty. Smitty is on stand number 1.
You're on deck. Smitty's on deck. Who's on? Smitty scratched.
Okay.
Okay.
T.W. Hodges.
We got Scott first.
Yep, it's Scott's first.
Scott, you're first. Yes.
You're first. And we got T.W. Hodges on stand number 1.
TW's our last competitor in this class. 5.64. New time to beat in that last run there by Robin. Okay, we're ready.
Very nice. Very nice. And our last competitor is T.W. Hodges.
TW, you got a minute, TW.
You got
to get the
you
time
got a
for
few
the
minutes.
last one.
Got to get the time.
Nice operating there from Scott. It's interesting over the years here. We started Sawfest. This is in the 6th year that we've had it. The operating has gotten much better each year. We're doing some practice at home and definitely speeding up those transitions in tough times. All right. Looks like TW's got a pull in of some sort over there.
We just had a good 6.808.
6.808. That pulls him
Coming
in
in at second place. Well done. All right, big hand for T.W. Hodges. We'll have the results complete here very shortly.
All right, so gentlemen, for the cheap saw shootout, since it was a claims race, I'd like to get, as we announce the winners up here in a few minutes once we tabulate the times, I want to get everybody from the race up here, and if there is a person that wants to buy one of the other saws that completed, that would be the time to do it. Not later today, not sometime tomorrow. You get one chance now to do that. So bring you and your cheap saw up here to the big tent, to the circus tent. We'll tabulate the scores there, and I think Scott from DGP is going to give out the prizes for this event. We'll go ahead and do them now. Our next event is going to be the mod clone saw, the 366s. So if you haven't gotten that ready, please do so. We're going to run those 2 at a time. Wood crew will need the stanchion, the protective stands up there in front of those 2.
I know. Especially cold start. Yes. Yeah.
And that first heat of the mod 366, we will have Brandon Riddle and Chad Wilhelm. They'll be in the first heat of the mod 66. But we got 366. So we got to get this. Oh, we got free samples over here with DGP. That is fantastic. Tell us a little bit about your free samples.
Yeah, we got free samples of bar oil over there, so please grab some. You're supporting American soybean farmers. We believe we've got one of the best products out there, but yeah, it's great to be here, and grab your sample.
Thank you, Scott. Appreciate it. All right. Is that Luke? All right. So we've got some tabulation going here between Mandy and Derek. We'll have these results announced very shortly. We do have the results. Coming in 8th place today is Greg Iyer with a time of 10.575. Coming in 7th today is Mike Badeau with a time of 10.495. Coming in 6th today is Jared Hope with a time of 8.526. Coming in 5th today is Joe Harkness with a time of 7.828. Coming in 4th with a time of 7.622 is Matt House. Now these top 3 will need under the tent here. Coming in 3rd today, up first with a smoke and run, Bob Crum with a time of 6.901. Coming in 2nd today with a time of 6.808 is Scott Crum. And winning the cheap saw shootout is Robin Walter with a time of 5.641.
Yeah, you had to have competed. You don't have to go up.
Okay. Okay. So there's no tech on these ones. Okay. Okay. Only the firewood classes.
Okay, Claims Race, Cheap Saw Shootout. This is your time. If you want one of these saws, you competed. If you liked one of them better than yours, and you want to pay up, now's the time to do it. Last chance, now's the time. Anybody that was in the cheap saw.
I thought somebody would
All
buy
right,
his saw.
doors closed.
I thought somebody would be buying one of them.
No, you had to compete to buy it. Wait, let me go get my saw, so I can say I competed. All right, well done, gentlemen. We'll come back and do the overall prizes at the very end for the prize money. We're going to move into the 366 Clone Cold Start Racing. Yes, the stanchions.
And this is going to be a cold start too. We're going to let them warm it up. set it on the deck, and then cold starts after that. Is that right, Grant?
Correct. They'll get 30 seconds to warm up their saws. They can put them on the deck, and then we're going to do a cold start after that. Give us a minute here to get things set up.
Again, up in this first heat of the Mods 366, Brandon Riddle on stand 1, Chad Wilhelm on stand number 3. They will be followed by Doug Philbeck on stand 1 and Ethan Trainer on stand number 3. Again, it's Brandon Riddle. Brandon Riddle on stand number 1. It did not. Okay, so we're going to move this up. Doug Philbeck, we'll put you on stand number 1. Doug Philbeck. And the Mod 366, Doug Philbeck on stand number 1.
All right, sounds like we got a few people getting their saws warmed up out back. Doug, whenever you're ready, you'll be on stand 1. Yes, sir. You ready to go? You need a minute to warm up and settle in? They were, but they dropped. You can go back and warm up.
We're in no hurry, right?
Yes, we are in no hurry today. We got plenty of time. We started a little bit earlier than we did last year, so you guys need to warm up your saws, get them ready to go so they're ready when you come on deck. Now's the time to do that backstage. That's all's warm.
Did you hear what the
Okay, so
for that? Yeah.
as soon as I get a quiet moment here,
Good job. Thank you.
Oh, the buffer is mighty warm.
Robin got first. 5 seconds.
it's like an air leak, John. Okay, so these mod saws, these are clone 366s. So these are, you'll see orange ones, you'll see blue ones. That's different clone manufacturers of these saws.
I have zero experience with these clones. I have zero.
Holtza Forma.
Holtza Forma. So these are Chinese companies that basically are remanufacturing older chainsaws. They send them over here. They're cheaper, inexpensive, especially for guys getting into porting. It makes life a lot easier when you blow up a $20 cylinder instead of a $200 one, when you make a mistake in your porting or do something that is not as productive as you had hoped. So what this does, it's an entry level, gives people an opportunity to port the saws, push the limits. We have 2 mod classes this year. The one is for the G366. I think that's in the 60cc class. And then we'll have the 3120 class later, which will be 120cc saws. So what the guys have done here, there are some restrictions on this, but they are modified class, meaning they can run any fuel in these. So some of the guys are running a mixture of nitromethane and alcohol in their saws. You'll see some that are running on gas. Either way, what they've got to do is cold start the saw, pick it up, and make 3 cuts. And there are 2 of these mod saw classes. The points will be combined between those. We'll have an overall champion in the mod saw later today. So you have to do well in both classes in order to get that overall title. And the winner of that will get one of the clone saws as well. So I can't remember. I think it's the 3120 that goes to the winner of this one. So they'll get a chainsaw in addition to their prize money. So it has a pretty lucrative deal here for a chainsaw that you can get. How much did you pay for that, Chad?
It was right around 200 bucks.
$200 for the saw, and then how many hours you think you got in that thing? A lot. Chad's a tinkerer, so it does give you the opportunity to experiment with these saws and to try different things that you maybe wanted to do, but you're not doing it on a $1,000 saw or expensive parts. All right, I think we've got everybody warmed up. I don't hear any more saws, so let's get started. Doug, you're going to be on stand 1. Chad's going to be on 2. If Doug is ready back there, we'll give you 30 seconds up here on the deck to warm up your saws, then get everything set, and then we're going to do the starting sequence. Because the saws aren't running here, you should be able to hear me fine in order to get started. Don't forget, there is a line up here on the wood. That means your fingers go over the line. Not on the line, but over the line. You need all 8 fingers over that. Thumbs are fine back here, but you've got to get the fingers over the wood.
And if you're missing a finger, well, we'll take that into consideration.
Oh, you're good. Okay. 7.5 for you.
You know,
Yes,
you're
yes.
missing what Grant and I would refer to as our money makers. That's our clicking finger. You know, and that would be hard on us.
Yes, you are on 1, Doug.
I'm just curious for my own edification. What is this thing? Okay, that's Indiana Doug. I knew that. I wonder what type of motor that is.
Joey, hold that.
That's just a clone. We don't know what it is. It ain't got no fancy name on the side other than Indiana Doug. 366 with an 088 carb. Nice.
So
All right.
He's pumping some air through that bad boy. I
Yes,
assume
some air and fuel.
that's what he needs to get that fuel running through there. All right, gentlemen, you have 30 seconds to warm up your saw. Ten seconds. Gentlemen, hands to the wood. Competitors ready. Timers ready. 3, 2, 1, go.
I think Chad did better work on that when they did the cheap saw.
I think he did. So you saw Chad get that clean start there. I know he's been practicing that. That is something that is challenging. Get that saw to fire on the first time, get that cord set right, make sure you reach down, and then not only that, but to put it in the wood and make sure that you get 3 cuts. They only have 6 inches of wood to make the 3 cuts. If they go beyond that line, it's a disqualification. In that event, it looks like cuts were good for Chad there on 1. And as I walk down to Doug, looks like he found some firmer wood in the center there. This aspen wood, as it gets the knot, sometimes that's actually a blessing as you get into some of that hardwood there. If it's actually soft like that, it'll flake away. We'll have Nate trim that off. We try to keep the wood as consistent as we can for the competitors. We timed these blocks beforehand to make sure they cut similarly.
So we have Chad Wilhelm with the time to beat of 7.881. And what they were doing is they were just cutting the knots out of the log in order to make sure that we don't damage any of these chains and to make sure that we cut clean timber. I'm assuming that these two cants were out of the same dump, so to speak. Not the same tree, but the same dump.
That's right, and we did time both of these with a stock saw to see what the cut time was through that to make sure that they're as equal as we can get. It's a natural product and we'll have some variation, but as close as we can get as possible.
It's as best we can do with racing, is get the wood as even as we can in the events. That way it's about who built the saw and who's operating that saw. Up next, we have on stand 1, we have Ethan Trainer. On stand number 3, we have Garrett Barker. Ethan Trainer on stand 1, Garrett Barker on stand 3. That one looks just like the one Chad ran. It's a Hutzaforma. All right. And this one's a nice, pretty blue Hutzaforma. All right, game on. Let's do this. Grant will give you the sign when to warm up.
All right, gentlemen, you've got 30 seconds to warm up your saw. Ten seconds. Hands to the wood. Timers ready. Competitors ready. 3, 2, 1, go.
Two very good runs there. All right,
nice
Ethan and
runs.
Garrett, those were both good runs. Now, this one looks like we got 3 complete cookies. Looks like we're all within the 6 inches. Now, will this be up to the timer to give us a time? I believe that Chad Wilhelm's leading time has been bumped. Those are 2 fast runs. We'll let everything get swept off, and I'll announce the next 2 Sawyers up. I see Brian is Vanna White today. Yes, he is turning those levers. We have a 5.699. That's it. 5.899. And 8.379. So Ethan cut a 5.899. So Ethan, Trainer, is now leading with 5.899. All right, looks like we're ready for the next heat. We have on stand number 1, we have Greg Iyer, and on stand number 3, we have Jared Hoth. Greg Iyer is on stand number 1, and Jared Hoth is on stand number 3.
Oh, Jared's backwards. Can we swing the protector around for this one?
Actually, watching Jared with that cigarette hanging out of his mouth reminds me of my cousin Alfred. I've actually, not only did he run chainsaws with that cigarette hanging out of his mouth, but he chopped wood with that cigarette hanging out of his mouth. Oh yeah, it's just, you gotta be there. It's gotta be there. Keeps you balanced, all right? All right.
Okay, gentlemen, you have 30 seconds to warm up your saw. Ten seconds. Okay, gentlemen, hands to the wood. Competitors ready. Timers ready. 3, 2, 1, go!
Looks like two good runs. Two good runs for Greg and Jared. With this, Brent, did you get these 8x8s from up in Michigan?
No, these actually came from Ohio. They're from the Paul Bunyan show. They were leftovers from the state competition that we had last Friday.
Okay, the winner of that heat, not sure who it was, Greg. Yeah, Greg Iyer had a 7.995. Ethan Trainer is still in the lead. .085 for Jared Hope. Up next on stand number 1, we have Jody Hutton. And on stand number 2, we have Joe Backey. Jody Hutton on stand 1. On stand number 3, Joe Backey. And reminder, Sawyers, please get your fingers over that line in the center of the log, just to ensure that your hands are on top of the wood. Joe Mackey is out. So we'll have Joe Harkness on stand number 3. Joe Harkness on stand number 3. These are both those Holtzforma. 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 But making Chinese sound German is what I'm trying to do.
While we got a second here, don't forget our food truck out back. You guys are looking for good food back there. They'll come out to us from Forest, Ohio. They've got quite a menu over there, so please visit them and get a chance today.
Grant will be the ones that give you the signal to warm up.
Gentlemen, you have 30 seconds to warm up. little shake, shake, shake. Well, Joe's trying to get all of that fuel out of that carburetor, make sure as it floods in while he's running it, it doesn't load up too much for the start. 10 seconds. Okay, gentlemen, hands to the wood. This is your start. 3, 2, 1, go.
Unfortunate for Jody Hutton, it's that darn handle. It happens. It absolutely happens. Stand one cut is no good. And why is that? The incomplete discs? Hold that up. Hold that incomplete disc up so people know what we're talking about. Wasn't a full 8x8 cookie. So incomplete disc, no cut for Jody Hutton. Joe Harkness will get a time. 6.166. I believe that puts him in second right now. Once Nate and the lovely Brian have everything ready. Thank you for modeling for us, Brian.
I just really don't like that. I hate it. And I don't mind the extra podium. It's just the 66 let's see. 30 feeling.
All right, on stand number 1, we will have John Cox. And on stand number 3, now you'll have to forgive me, I believe this is Mark Feldhake. Feldhake. All right, Feldhake. Mark Feldhake on stand number 3.
Whatever you want.
Whichever way there's facing.
Sure. I didn't go that way. And I was like, wow, we're really going to lose it
All right, looks like our competitors are ready. Gentlemen, you have 30 seconds to warm up yourself.
Maybe a little excessive on the warm-up. Remember, we got 30 seconds.
Okay, gentlemen, hands to the wood.
Hands on the wood.
This is your start. 3, 2, 1, go.
There was awesomeness in all of that. First time ever, there was awesomeness in all of it.
Well done.
Billy, yourself, tell us about your saw.
Well, it's we call this one ED, which stands for erectile dysfunction.
Fair enough.
It looks like it's a lot of fun, but it's just disappointing.
Yeah, yep. Can confirm. Well done. That's a great job. Okay, stand 1 was unfortunately a DQ. His fingers were not over the center line.
Is this on the line? That's why I see this.
And there was a bit of a Tazzy start, as we call it, on stand 3, which his hands were on the saw, I believe, on 3. But in his defense, he got his hands back on the wood after go and then went down and grabbed the saw. So I'm going to let whoever figure out how to do that.
We're going to go from that first movement. I'm not sure he had both hands back up over that line. So on his first movement, he did the time on that one.
But the saw did cut great.
That saw was running nice.
7-9 for erectile dysfunction. Mark Feldhake.
Oh, I know. Oh, on the second cut there, yeah.
All right. How many more heats do we have in this class, Jamie?
Well, we have up next is Matt House on stand 1 and Mike Bado on stand number 3. They'll be followed by Morgan McInnes and Nate Blakesley. And they will be followed by, there's about 4 more heats to have. Yeah, John Cox, unfortunately, his hands were not over the line. So Matt House and Mike. Mike, how do you say your last name again? Badeau. All right. It's Bidet, but Badeau. All right.
He's a Frenchman.
Bidets are life-changing if you really, really get into it.
Facts. If you've been to Japan,
Speaking from someone who's been to Japan,
that's right.
that South Park episode was spot on for bidets. It was absolutely spot on. Best financial investment you'll ever make. All right. Back to Mike Badeau.
Okay. All right. Looks like Nate's squaring up the log there. This is your 7th reminder today. Get your hands over the line or you will get disqualified. All right, competitors, you have 30 seconds to warm up your saw. Ten seconds.
10 seconds.
Okay, gentlemen, hands to the wood. This is your start. 3, 2, 1, go!
Good runs from Matt and Mike. Up next will be Morgan McInnes on stand 1 and Nate Blakesley on stand 2. Got to let the cleanup crew get everything situated before we move on to the next heat.
Now for these bonsall classes, they have to do a cold start, which means we're starting the saw from the ground, lifting it up and making 3 cuts. We'll have that same start in the 3120 class coming up later today and tomorrow. The saws will be started on the ground, so we do that more in a stock saw format or firewood saw format. But for these race saws, this is a good opportunity for some guys, as you mentioned, someone earlier, this is their first time doing a race start, so it gives them an opportunity to practice this and do it in a little bit less stressful environment. All right, looks like our leader just under 6 seconds still. Joe Harkness, I think, in second place right now. Leader is 5.9 seconds, Ethan Trainer. All right, gentlemen, 30 seconds to warm up your saw. couple veteran operators up there, so they know it's key to get your saw ready, prepared, and in the right place. Just as important as getting it warmed up. The brevity of warm up from those competitors usually shorter. They've got 10 seconds. Nate with his final safety gear. Gentlemen, hands to the wood. This is your start. 3, 2, 1, go.
Smoke and run from Nate Blakesley.
Nice operating there.
Yes, it was. Up next, we will have Robin Walter on stand 1 and Roe Barnett on stand number 3. We need to let our wood crew get their accomplished with the lines and get the deck swept off.
Robin's coming fresh off that cheap saw shootout victory. Got one in the bag already, nothing to lose here in the 366. He's got a pretty saw. Is that powder coated? Painted it.
5.556. That's a new leader, Nate Blakesley. 5.556.
That's the best looking fun saw I've seen.
And the best looking sunglasses.
And yes,
That's a beautiful
the blue blockers are something to behold.
I gotta break out the safety yellow hay dudes for tomorrow, boy.
Yeah, maybe.
But yeah, it's good.
All right, Nate, how did he do there? Oh, we got a new time to beat. 5.55. 5.55. That's your new time to beat. Nate Blakesley pulls right into first place. Now these guys are fighting for overall points in the mod saw classes. It'll be combined points from this event. Top 8 places will get points, and the next event. And the winner of that is the mod saw champion. All right, looks like both of the Sawyers are ready to go here. Gentlemen, you have 30 seconds to warm up. Seconds.
No, but just curiosity, but I'm sure.
Okay, gentlemen, hands to the wood. This is your start. 3, 2, 1, go! Didn't want to start, didn't want to stop.
Yes. Up next, we will have Scott Crum on stand 1 and Scott Lyon on stand 3.
All right, looks like we're approaching the bottom of this class. We've got a handful of competitors left.
Time to beat is still Nate Blakesley's 5.6 or 5.556. So in this heat, I've got a new cant up. Grant, where did you get this wood at again?
These were the leftovers from the Paul Bunyan show, so they had it locally sourced up there. The wood gets donated each year. It's usually cut pretty close to Paul Bunyan in eastern Ohio. Yeah, in this part of the state, unless it was a plantation or deep in the woods, we don't have the best quality of cutting wood. So usually the eastern side of the state, more hills, more area for logging over there. We can usually find a little bit better timber for the cutting. Again, we want even wood. That's the key. So it may be a little firmer, a little softer, but even for the competitors. And in order to get even wood, usually you've got to get that higher in the tree. So that first 8, 10, 12 feet of the tree is going to be the harder butt log of the tree. But as you get higher in the tree, you're going to get a little bit softer and more consistent wood. However, you're also going to get more knots, more tree branches, etc. So you're really in the hills where those trees are going as high as they can to grow. You'll get 80, 100-foot poplars down south that are much better than the 30 or 40 footers here.
Some of the tulip poplar that we had where I grew up in Webster County, we were actually able to go up like 120 feet, 130 feet.
Yeah, the way those things come out of the hollers.
We were able to get 3, 4, 16-foot logs out of some of those trees.
Okay, looks like we've got everything set. Everybody marked. 8th reminder, get your fingers over the line for the start. All right, gentlemen, you have 30 seconds to warm up.
10 seconds.
Okay, gentlemen, hands on the wood. This is your start. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, big hand for Scott Crum and Scott Lyon. Had a hard time. Scott Lyon had a hard time getting his motor going, but once he got it going, he did well. If anyone needs earplugs, we've got them up here at the tables. Just come up and grab them if you need them, okay? Just to have the wood crew move the logs out, mark them up, clean off the deck, and then in the next heat, we will have Shannon Wood on stand 1 and Sean Carr on stand number 3. All right, so Smitty, are you running in this class? All right.
Yes, he is running.
And Shannon Wood, I believe, is a no-show. So we'll bump up Stephen Rockefeller. Stephen Rockefeller on stand number 3. Smitty on stand number 1.
Yeah, I thought I was going to cut everybody. Not trying to go back in on all of them, but they were all. I just don't know. It's got open on the back. I don't know. Three. Trying to make a break. Oh, we're slack. She starts to go. Bring it home, Smitty.
Okay, timer's ready over there. All right, gentlemen, you have 30 seconds to warm up. Hey, gentlemen, hands to the wood. This is your start. 3, 2, 1, go!
I think We had a dead heat right there, folks. I'm going to curious as to how that divides up. And the last heat by himself will be T.W. Hodges. T.W. Hodges.
All right.
And that will wrap up the Mod 366.
All right, so we got one more heat here with TW, and then we're going to move on. We'll probably take a 10 or 15 minute break. I think things are moving along quite quickly today. So again, we have 5 classes. This is the second of 5 today. So we'll probably take a brief break here. That'll give you an opportunity to maybe get some food, get something to drink here in between the heats, and also give the competitors a break to get their saws and chains and everything ready to go. And for the wood crew, give us a chance to get the new wood up. Okay, did we miss anybody in this class? Make sure we had everybody. We got everybody. No, you can't go again. Okay, just making sure before we take the wood down. All right, TW, you ready to go? 30 seconds to warm up. Seconds. Hands to the wood. This is your start. 3, 2, 1, go. TW. Maybe forgot that start-stop switch. Some of us that have been racing for a while have done that so many times we've gone to just the auto return switches so we don't have to forget to turn them on.
Much more better to have the auto return switch.
Yes. One less thing to worry about. We've all had that experience on stage where you get in the heat of the moment, you get to either turn the dirt decomp on, the chain set right, get the saw set right, forget to take off your slippers. It happens.
Yes, but forget to take off your slippers is a reference to a couple of years ago at the Steel Timber Sports